Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Now, first and foremost, guys, I know I've done this a lot, but I want to apologize to you guys first and foremost. As you can see, guys, I'm in a new location. There's normally a big screen behind me where you can see the thumbnail of the video and you can see what I'm going to be talking about, kind of thing. But today we haven't got that. And the reason for that is because I've got builders in my house. They're doing work in my living room, in my kitchen. So it's been a bit stop-start. I've got no beds here at the moment. This room is very, very small. So I need to find somewhere to do videos because I haven't posted for quite some time. And I think this is Liverpool's last preseason match. No, not I know it is Liverpool's last preseason game. And it was always going to be very, very important that we sat down and spoke to you guys about what is going on and how Liverpool are prepared for the upcoming season, which is kicks off in just under a week, just over a week, sorry. Kicks off next Friday. Not the Friday coming, next Friday, where Liverpool play Bournemouth at Anfield. But guys, if you're new to the channel, as ever, I'm nearly at 700 subscribers. We're not too far away, guys. I want to try to hit 1K before the close of the year. I know it's a big task, but the work starts now. Make sure to like, make sure to subscribe, all that good stuff. You guys know how to do it. Let's get into it. So, Liverpool played 2 fixtures today. Bilbao twice, a 4-1 win with a kind of Liverpool second string side, which Liverpool were fairly dominant, hence why the result was so convincing. And then they played, Liverpool's first team, bar Virgil van Dijk, versus Bilbao's first team. And I want to first and foremost give a shout out to Athletic Bilbao because they didn't need to do this. They didn't need to come to Anfield and play these 2 friendlies against Liverpool, but very respectable club. The traditions of that club is very, very good. Signing players from the Basque country, players that have been raised in the Basque regions. So that's kind of France and Spain. And, they're a great, great club. And I think they have a strict philosophy, and that philosophy has worked for them because they will be playing Champions League next season. And they are quite a successful club in terms of the stature of it as well. They are quite a massive club in Spain and they do football the right way. So I want to say a big shout out to Athletic Bilbao first and foremost for allowing these 2 friendlies to take place. But I think Liverpool in the first game especially were very, very dominant. I think they showcased the quality that they have over Athletic Bilbao. I think Liverpool's second team is far superior to Athletic Bilbao's team, whereas the first teams are a bit more closer. And we saw that when Liverpool played Bilbao, it was a lot closer in the second game, 3-2 win for Liverpool. And over the 2 games, there was a few players I really want to shout out because I'm not going to speak about them individually. I think it's going to take too long. So we're just going to talk about 2 of them together. And that's Rio Ngamo. We're going to start with Rio Ngamo. He is an absolute superstar. An absolute superstar. How Chelsea have allowed a player of this quality to go to Liverpool and compete at that level, playing. He's so sharp on the turn. He drives with the ball. He cuts inside. So skillful, so agile, so hard to stop. And he's 16 years old. I don't think people realize how insane this is. The only player I saw, or I didn't see, but the only player that I'm aware of that came up from the Liverpool kind of academy and became a superstar at such a young age was Michael Owen. And he ended up winning a Ballon d'Or. And unfortunately, his career didn't pan out the way we all thought it would due to injuries, bad decisions, etc. Whatever you think of Michael Owen. But he was ridiculous. And Rio Ngamo, I do not want to put any pressure on the kid because he has been superb. But he looks in that kind of ilk of player that's going to come in and do the business for Liverpool. And that for me is already very rare because Liverpool in the last couple of years haven't really had a standout kind of, an academy product bar Trent Alexander-Arnold. So you can say Curtis Jones, but Trent was the best in his position, and Rio Ngamo, everybody that I speak to and I see online, even the Chelsea kind of coaching staff, etc., they have also said that they're really annoyed that Rio's gone to Liverpool because he was an absolute superstar. John Terry spoke so highly about him as well, so it just looks like it's going to be brilliant for Liverpool. Losing Luis Diaz and then just spawning another winger at the club that's so direct and so brilliant, it just showcases the greatness of Liverpool Football Club. They're able to produce these kind of players. I know Chelsea did a lot of it, but he's at Liverpool now, so that's what that matters to me. Now, another winger who played in the other game that scored today twice, Cody Gapo. Now, he's also in that same position, that same ilk of cutting side, trying to score goals, and he scored 2 of them today. And I think his overall game, I think, has quite a few problems, and I'm okay with that. We have to critique players as well, But scoring 2 goals and having that knack of finding where to be at the right time, and the ball striking ability of this man, and the maturity levels that he's shown in the last year or so to just become this superstar winger that's come inside. You got Mo Salah on the right doing it, and now you kind of got Cody Gakpo on the left, kind of cutting inside and scoring goals. And we saw last season in a lot of the big games, Manchester City, Bayern Munich, Real Madrid, Bayer Leverkusen, equalizers against Fulham, crucial goals against Brighton, Arsenal we scored against as well. So you talk about Cody Gakpo in a way that he is a player that's going to keep continuing to score goals, and that is something you want from a player. And I'm sure Cody Gakpo is in that same position where he's thinking, I need to nail down now this kind of left wing position because Luis Diaz has left the club, and I'm sure he's going to absolutely love it now because he's got that kind of position to himself. I think he's going to play a lot more games this season in that position than he did last season. He was a lot rotated last season with Luis Diaz and when Nunez used to come into the team as well. But I really do believe that Liverpool have got themselves, a great attack, and Cody Gakpo is going to be force center of everything Liverpool do next season. That's going to be good. And with the new boys as well, you look at Florian Vertz, who I thought was really, really impressive. Hugo Ekitike, that brilliant assist, him down the left-hand side, doing a little step over and putting the ball across to Mo Salah. And this is what I'm talking about. They've clicked so quick. Mamardashvili with crucial saves. Jeremy Frimpong looks a threat on that right side as well. Ekitike, I've just mentioned as well. And you've got Florian Vertz, who's Florian Vertz. And all of these players have come into this team that are already winners, already competing at the highest level, and have come in and made this team better. And I can see it already. Going forward in transition, Liverpool look ruthless, brilliant, superb, fantastic, whatever good word you want to use to describe Liverpool on the break, Liverpool in transition. They have it. They've got pace. They've got the ability to pick up passes. They've got power. They've got precision, and they're ruthless. And that is what you want. You've got Salah, Gakpo, Ekitike. You've also got, Chiesa off the bench, Vertz, Szoboszlai, Gravenberch, McAllister. There's such a, ilk about Liverpool that they are here to dominate. And, with the potential addition of Alexander Isak to come as well, Liverpool only look better. And there's things they need to work on. I do think in especially in set pieces where Liverpool conceded twice today, I think they need to be a bit more careful. It's a bit silly how they concede goals so easily. I think that's where Liverpool need to figure out how to just nullify that. And I think one of the reasons for that is because, Virgil van Dijk was obviously not playing. Wataru Endo played alongside Ibu Konate. Van Dijk was obviously ill. Hopefully he's back for the Community Shield on Sunday. But Liverpool do need a centre-back because in the first game, Robertson played centre-back and Trey Nyoni, who is a midfield player, and Robertson is obviously a fullback, which is a bit, you could argue that playing fullback and centre-back at times is similar, but Robbo's game has never been on the ball. He's always been running up and down, putting balls into the box first time, or he's never really been somebody to, ping a pass, although we've seen him do it switches, but you know what I mean, from that Virgil van Dijk, Diag to Salah, we will not see Robertson be doing that from centre-back because his game is a lot more different, and that's not his position. Trey Nyoni, I thought, was quite impressive. He reminded me a lot of Ryan Gravenberch and how Gravenberch has, been deployed in that position before, and he looked very mature. Very, very impressed. But Liverpool needs centre-backs. And whether that's Mark Guehi, whether that's somebody else, whether that's Van de Ven, I'm just giving you players that I'd like at Liverpool. Schlotterbeck, another one. But Mark Guehi looks like the most likely if Liverpool are going to sign a centre-back. You cannot go into a season with Virgil van Dijk, Joe Gomez, and Ibu Konate as your 3 centre-backs with the, emerging centre-backs of Gravenberch, Robertson, and so on and so forth, who we might see the Endo as well. I think it's just not enough for a team that's kind of trying to win the title again, retain the Premier League title, and I'll go further in the Champions League because Liverpool were obviously knocked out in the round of 16 last season. So you need to find players that can, make Liverpool's team better, like they have with Florian Vertz, like they have with Milos Kerkez as an upgrade on Robertson. Vertz gives you the creativity. Frimpong's come in to give competition to Bradley after Trent's left the club, and then you've got Hugo Ekitike to give Liverpool more of a ruthless touch up front with Darwin Núñez potentially leaving the club, and obviously the unfortunate passing of Jota as well. So as much as there are positives, there's things Slot needs to address, and I'm sure the manager that he is and the man that he is, he knows this. And look, it's going to be a fun season because I've seen enough in pre-season to suggest that Liverpool are going to be fine going forward. And like I said, you see the kind of players that are on show with Vertz and Salah and Gakpo and Ekitike and players like this. It's only going to be good for Liverpool that they're going to go and win these kind of games, but you also need to be worried about what happens down the other end because attack wins you games, defense wins you titles, and Liverpool really started to win after Virgil van Dijk joined the club, and that was the catalyst for Liverpool to go and succeed, having a world-class goalkeeper in Alisson and having Virgil van Dijk in there at centre back. And that's not a knock to Salah or Mane or Firmino at the time. Liverpool was scoring goals regardless in that season, but it was only until Virgil van Dijk arrived that they really started to sit down and buckle up their ideas. And I think Liverpool need that kind of centre back. Not to the same level as Virgil van Dijk, just a future plan, because Van Dijk will be leaving the club in 2 years, and this time next year we're going to be sitting in the same position talking about, oh, we need to go and sign centre back because Virgil van Dijk's going to leave the club by the end of the season. So you need to future plan now. I think Liverpool have got some of the best recruiters in Europe, in Hughes and Edwards and FSG, who are providing the funds for these players. And I'm sure they will get that job done, along with Arne Slot, who is a great tactical coach and somebody that knows what he wants and how to get the best out of his players, as we've seen with the league title win last season with a squad that wasn't his. So it's kind of finding where Liverpool look now. Is it Mark Guehi? Is it this? Is it that? What do Liverpool need to tweak to make that team better? Because there's always stuff to improve, and I'm sure Slot will be going for them in the changing rooms. And we're speaking about where to kind of, have balance. Frimpong, I think at times as well, can be caught out of position, but his recovery pace is very, very sharp. So it's just kind of finding that balance. Like I said, I do think Liverpool still need a 6, just because, Gravenberch had a ridiculous season last year, and he was very, very good today as well. I still think Liverpool needs somebody to cover that space, and I'm sure in the coming year, I don't think it's going to be this year, but I'm sure in the next year or two, Liverpool are going to be looking to address that position, especially if Jeremy Frimpong is going to be the starting fullback at the right-hand side. You need somebody to cover the space. And I do think Dominic Szoboszlai this year will be doing that role where he's playing in that centre midfield position to cover the occupied space of Frimpong when Frimpong and Salah are wayward up front, and then you've got nobody to cover there. I think Konate, relying on him to do that job when Trent was out, obviously didn't help his hamstrings, and having Szoboszlai there who's covering a lot of ground. And we saw it when, Salah was on the inside and Trent was inverting, how good he was, covering that space, even though that's not his game. I think you need to have a balancing act. And I think Szoboszlai, his characteristics and his, his power and his running ability allow Liverpool to play that kind of way. And somebody has to make a sacrifice. And unfortunately for him, he's so good at that it's going to have to be him, because McAllister, he doesn't cover ground as well. Gravenberch is a bit, again, is very, very similar. So you need somebody he has the intensity in the running and also has the ability of pass. And I think he has that, Dominic Szoboszlai. But look, guys, it's going to be a fun season. Let's not get it twisted. Whether we win the title or not, that's not the point here. I do think we will win the title, but it's going to be just fun to see how Slot sets up, because Hugo Ekitike was drifting a lot to the left today, and I think that's what Liverpool want in their attack. They want fluidity, and I think Ekitike, Salah, and Gapo have that, because they all know each other's positions really, really well. And Ekitike's assist came from the left-hand side, where he was just 1v1 with the defender. He did a little shimmy, a little step over, put the ball across the box, and Mo was there to pounce. And I think we might see a lot of that. And whether Liverpool add Alexander Isak to this is going to be another conversation for another day. But going forward, I am very, very impressed with Liverpool, with not only the starters, but the bench players as well. Because look, Darwin Núñez is expected to leave, but Chiesa, whether he stays or not, I think he's an option. I thought he was impressive. That Wright guy was signed. Wright was signed from Salford City. He looks sharp, and he should have scored today. You've got Rio and Gamoa. You've got Florian Vertz can play there. Ekitike. Look, there's so many options now for Liverpool to go and kind of find, goals. It's just a matter of how Liverpool fit all these players into a team, because that is going to be quite interesting to see. Will there be a system change from Slot, or will it be more of the same from last season? Who knows? I think we'll have a better understanding of this on Sunday against Palace. Let's see what happens. But guys, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to like, make sure to subscribe, and I will see you very, very soon. Share it around to all your friends, because I'm trying to hit 700 subs very, very soon. And look at this kit, guys. What do you think? Let me know what you think of this kit as well, because I think it's really, really nice. It's goalkeeper 3rd kit. It's not out yet though. But guys, if you enjoyed the video, like I said, make sure to like, make sure to subscribe. I've been Sarib. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you very, very soon. Ciao.